most people, though it can cause mild gastrointestinal upset and rare interactions with blood thinners. Plant-based omega-3, ALA from flax or chia, is less effective than fish-derived EPA/DHA. Probiotics as oral supplements have mixed evidence for acne. While probiotics support gut health and might support skin through gut-skin axis mechanisms, specific acne benefits aren't reliably demonstrated. Some people report acne improvement with specific probiotic strains, but individual variation is substantial. If interested in probiotics, quality products with documented effective strains are preferable to low-quality products, though quality doesn't guarantee benefit. N-acetylcysteine supports glutathione production and has anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Some evidence suggests NAC might improve inflammatory acne. Typical dosing is 600 to 1,200 mg daily. NAC is generally well tolerated, though some people experience gastrointestinal upset. Spironolactone supplementation is sometimes discussed, but spironolactone is a pharmaceutical medication, not a supplement, requiring prescription. This isn't applicable for over-the-counter supplementation. Saw palmetto is a botanical supplement claimed to reduce DHT and support acne. Evidence is limited and mostly from prostate health studies rather than acne-specific research. Acne-specific benefits aren't well established. Red clover contains isoflavones with weak estrogenic effects, claimed to reduce androgen activity and improve acne. However, evidence is limited. Additionally, red clover might interact with hormonal medications. Spearmint tea supplementation has some evidence for hormonal acne reduction through weak antiandrogenic effects. Drinking 2 cups of spearmint tea daily for several months might improve hormonal acne modestly in some women. This is one of the few plant-based approaches with dedicated acne research, though evidence is still limited. Licorice extract is promoted for anti-inflammatory effects. Topical licorice has some evidence for skin benefit, though oral licorice supplementation for acne lacks strong evidence. Additionally, chronic licorice consumption can affect electrolytes and blood pressure. Selenium supplementation at moderate levels, 55 to 200 micrograms daily, might support skin health through antioxidant mechanisms. However, acne-specific benefits aren't well established, and excessive selenium causes toxicity. Important considerations for supplementation: supplements aren't regulated as rigorously as pharmaceuticals, meaning quality, purity, and actual content vary between brands. Third-party testing helps identify higher quality products. Supplements can interact with medications. Discuss supplementation with your healthcare provider, particularly if taking medications. Supplements take weeks to months to demonstrate benefits. Expecting rapid results leads to disappointment. Supplements work best supporting other treatments, not replacing proven acne treatments. Many people take ineffective supplements indefinitely while their acne worsens, when proven topical treatments would help. Finally, the supplement industry profits from marketing claims exceeding evidence. Skepticism is appropriate. Practical approach: implement proven lifestyle modifications, sleep, stress management, diet, and proven topical treatments first. If acne improvement plateaus, consider evidence-based supplementation like zinc, vitamin D, or omega-3s. Avoid high-dose, poorly studied supplements marketed with exaggerated claims. Guide 39: Acne in diverse skin types and ethnic considerations. Acne manifestation: treatment response, and complications vary across different skin types and ethnic backgrounds. Understanding these differences ensures appropriate, culturally informed acne management. Skin type classification using Fitzpatrick scale ranges from type 1, very fair, burns easily, to type 6, very dark, never burns. Acne occurs across all skin types, but manifestation and complication risks differ significantly. Post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, PIH, is more prominent and persistent in darker skin types, types 4 to 6. While lighter skin types experience PIH that fades within 3 to 6 months, darker skin types often experience PIH persisting 6 to 12 months or longer. This makes PIH management particularly important for darker skin types. Aggressive sun protection, early treatment of active acne to minimize inflammation, and specific PIH treatments, vitamin C, azelaic acid, hydroquinone, are particularly important for darker skin. Post-inflammatory erythema, redness persisting after acne heals, is more prominent in lighter skin types, while PIH dominates in darker skin types. Understanding your skin type predisposes you to which complication helps target appropriate treatments. Acne scarring appears across all skin types, though manifestation differs. Hypertrophic scars, raised, thick scars, are more common in darker skin types, while atrophic scars, depressed scars, are more common in lighter skin types. Some darker skin types experience keloid scars, excessive scarring extending beyond original injury, requiring specific treatment approaches. Treatment tolerability varies by skin type. Benzoyl peroxide can appear white or chalky on very dark skin, making application inconvenient. Using micronized formulations or applying to clean, dry skin before any other products helps. Some people with darker skin prefer avoiding benzoyl peroxide entirely and using alternatives like salicylic acid or retinoids. Photosensitivity from retinoids and chemical exfoliants presents differently across skin types. While all skin types experience increased sun sensitivity, darker skin types experience more severe hyperpigmentation from sun exposure, making sun protection even more critical. Lighter skin types experience more severe sunburn from photosensitivity. Chemical peels require different approach across skin types. Superficial peels are generally safe for all skin types. However, medium depth and particularly deep peels carry higher complication risk in darker skin types, including post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation and abnormal pigmentation. Dermatologists experienced in treating darker skin types are preferable for deeper peels. For example, establish stable benzoyl peroxide use for 4 weeks before adding salicylic acid to your routine. Use complementary treatments on different parts of your routine when possible. For example, use salicylic acid cleanser in the morning, brief contact, mild treatment, and benzoyl peroxide leave on at night, extended contact, potentially more irritating. This separation minimizes cumulative irritation. Monitor for excessive irritation. If combining treatments causes significant redness, dryness, peeling, or sensitivity beyond what either treatment alone causes, reduce frequency of one or both treatments. You can use both treatments but at lower frequencies, for example, benzoyl peroxide once daily instead of twice daily, or salicylic acid 2 to 3 times weekly instead of daily. The sandwich method reduces irritation when combining treatments. Apply your first treatment, perhaps benzoyl peroxide, wait 20 minutes, apply moisturizer, then apply your second treatment, perhaps retinoid. This dilutes treatment somewhat and reduces irritation while maintaining efficacy. Some combinations should be avoided or approached cautiously. Vitamin C and benzoyl peroxide together can reduce vitamin C effectiveness, so apply these at different times. Retinoids and strong chemical exfoliants used on the same evening can cause excessive irritation. Separate these if combining. Benzoyl peroxide with niacinamide is generally fine, though separating them, benzoyl peroxide at night, niacinamide in morning moisturizer, is easier. Assessment of combination therapy effectiveness requires patience. Most people need 8 to 12 weeks of consistent combination therapy to determine if it's working well. Acne doesn't improve overnight. Allow adequate time for evaluation. Adjusting combinations based on response is important. If one component seems essential while another isn't providing obvious benefit, you might discontinue the less beneficial component. Conversely, if you're experiencing insufficient improvement, you might increase one component's frequency or concentration, or add an additional treatment, perhaps adding retinoid to an existing benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid combination. Professional guidance is valuable when considering combination therapy for severe acne. Your dermatologist can recommend appropriate combinations, warn about potential interactions, and guide introduction sequencing. Don't hesitate to discuss combination therapy approaches with your dermatologist. Guide 24, Understanding and Managing Fungal Acne, Malassezia folliculitis. Fungal acne, more accurately called Malassezia folliculitis or Pityrosporum folliculitis, is often misdiagnosed as bacterial acne. This condition presents similarly to acne but results from yeast overgrowth rather than bacterial infection, requiring different treatment approaches. Understanding this condition prevents prolonged ineffective treatment with standard acne medications. Malassezia is a naturally occurring yeast on human skin. In most people, it colonizes skin without causing problems. However, in some individuals, conditions favor Malassezia overgrowth, leading to follicle inflammation and fungal acne appearance. Unlike bacterial acne caused by Cutibacterium acnes, fungal acne results from yeast proliferation. Fungal acne typically appears as uniform, small pustules, often in clusters on the back, chest, and shoulders, though facial fungal acne occurs. The pustules are often quite uniform in size and appearance, less variable than typical bacterial acne. Fungal acne is often very itchy or uncomfortable, more so than typical acne. It often appears or worsens after antibiotic courses, as antibiotic elimination of competing bacteria allows Malassezia to proliferate unopposed. Several factors promote Malassezia overgrowth. Warm, humid environments favor yeast growth, explaining why fungal acne often worsens in summer or in humid climates. Excessive sweating creates favorable conditions. Wearing tight, non-breathable clothing traps moisture and heat, promoting yeast overgrowth. Immunosuppression or diabetes can promote yeast overgrowth. Recent antibiotic courses allow Malassezia to proliferate. Oil-based products and heavy moisturizers can promote yeast growth in susceptible individuals. Diagnosing fungal acne requires suspicion. If your acne doesn't respond to standard acne treatments, doesn't respond to antibiotics, or started after antibiotics, fungal acne is possible. Your dermatologist can perform a KOH, potassium hydroxide, preparation or fungal culture to confirm malassezia, though clinical diagnosis is often sufficient. Standard bacterial acne treatments are ineffective for fungal acne because they don't address yeast. Benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid have minimal effect on malassezia. Antibiotics don't treat yeast. Retinoids don't specifically treat yeast. Using these treatments on fungal acne can be frustrating. You follow a good acne regimen but see no improvement because the underlying cause isn't bacterial. Topical antifungals effectively treat fungal acne. Ketoconazole, available in shampoos and creams, kills malassezia. Apply 2% ketoconazole cream to affected areas daily. Many people use ketoconazole shampoo on body areas, lathering and leaving it on for 5 to 10 minutes before rinsing. Ketoconazole is gentle and suitable for frequent use. Zinc pyrithione is another topical antifungal commonly found in anti-dandruff shampoos. At 1 to 2% concentration, applied daily, it reduces malassezia and can improve fungal acne. Like ketoconazole, it's gentle and suitable for long-term use. Selenium sulfide is a strong topical antifungal traditionally used for fungal skin conditions. At 2.5% concentration, available by prescription, applied daily, selenium sulfide effectively treats fungal acne. However, some people find it irritating or have sensitivity, limiting its use in some cases. For extensive fungal acne or fungal acne resistant to topical antifungals, oral antifungals may be necessary. Fluconazole is a systemic antifungal taken orally. Typical dosing for fungal acne is 50 to 100 mg daily for 2 to 4 weeks, or alternatively, 200 mg weekly for several weeks. Oral fluconazole effectively treats extensive fungal acne and reaches areas topical antifungals cannot. However, oral antifungals can have side effects and require more medical supervision than topicals. Itraconazole is another systemic antifungal option, sometimes used as an alternative to fluconazole. Dosing and duration vary based on specific protocols and severity. Additional strategies for fungal acne management include addressing contributing factors. Wear breathable, moisture-wicking clothing. Shower promptly after sweating. Keep skin clean and dry. Use gentle, minimal skin care. Avoid heavy oils and occlusive moisturizers. Live and dry environments when possible or use a dehumidifier. These environmental modifications reduce conditions favoring yeast overgrowth. Niacinamide may provide supplementary benefit for fungal acne, as it has mild antifungal properties and reduces sebum production. Tap water or filtered tap water is typically adequate. Unless you have specific water quality concerns, tap water is fine. Some people promote alkaline water for acne, claiming it reduces inflammation. However, your stomach acid immediately neutralizes any pH changes from drinking alkaline water, so drinking alkaline water doesn't meaningfully change your body's pH or skin conditions. Alkaline water claims are largely marketing. Herbal teas and other beverages contribute to hydration alongside water. Coffee and other caffeinated beverages have mild diuretic effects but still contribute to daily hydration. However, excessive caffeine consumption can worsen acne through stress and inflammation, so while counting toward hydration, caffeinated beverages shouldn't dominate your fluid intake. Hydration from food contributes to overall hydration. Fruits and vegetables contain significant water. Eating water-rich foods like watermelon, cucumber, lettuce, and citrus fruits contributes to hydration alongside drinking water. Relationship between hydration and acne typically takes 2 to 4 weeks to manifest. Improving hydration from dehydrated state to properly hydrated state might improve acne noticeably. However, increasing hydration beyond adequate amounts typically doesn't further improve acne. The practical approach: drink enough water to maintain adequate hydration, pale yellow urine, no thirst, distribute intake throughout the day, use lukewarm water for cleansing, and if you have hard or highly chlorinated water concerns, consider filtering. Hydration is one component of comprehensive acne management but not a standalone cure. Guide 36, Gut Health, Microbiome, and Emerging Research on Gut-Skin Axis. Emerging research increasingly implicates gut health and microbiota composition in acne development. Understanding gut-skin axis mechanisms and implementing strategies to support gut health offers another angle for acne management. The gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria colonizing your digestive tract, influences systemic health including skin health. A healthy microbiome supports immune function, intestinal barrier integrity, nutrient absorption, and inflammation regulation. Microbiome dysbiosis, imbalanced bacterial composition, contributes to systemic inflammation, impaired immune function, and intestinal permeability, leaky gut, all of which correlate with worse acne. Several mechanisms link gut dysbiosis to acne. First, dysbiosis allows pathogenic bacteria to proliferate, producing lipopolysaccharides that trigger systemic inflammation. This systemic inflammation worsens acne. Second, dysbiosis compromises intestinal barrier integrity, allowing bacterial lipopolysaccharides and undigested proteins to enter circulation, further triggering inflammation and activating immune responses. Third, dysbiosis impairs production of short-chain fatty acids, butyrate, that support intestinal and immune health. Fourth, dysbiosis impairs estrogen metabolism in the gut, potentially contributing to hormonal acne in women. Several dietary factors contribute to dysbiosis. Excess sugar promotes pathogenic bacteria growth. Processed foods low in fiber and high in additives promote dysbiosis. Insufficient fiber intake results in inadequate short-chain fatty acid production. Excessive omega-6 polyunsaturated fat relative to omega-3 PUFA promotes inflammatory bacteria. Chronic stress, sleep deprivation, and certain medications, particularly antibiotics, also contribute to dysbiosis. Supporting gut health involves dietary modifications. Increasing fiber intake through whole grains, vegetables, legumes, and fruits promotes beneficial bacteria that produce short-chain fatty acids. Increasing omega-3 fatty acids relative to omega-6, eating more fish, walnuts, seeds, reducing processed food, supports beneficial bacteria. Consuming prebiotic foods, foods that feed beneficial bacteria, like asparagus, onions, garlic, and resistant starch supports beneficial bacteria growth. Fermented foods containing live bacteria provide probiotics supporting gut health. Yogurt, kimchi, sauerkraut, miso, tempeh, and kombucha all contain beneficial bacteria. Regular consumption of fermented foods supports diverse microbiota. However, benefits are modest compared to overall diet quality and should supplement rather than replace dietary improvements. Probiotic supplements provide concentrated bacteria claimed to support microbiota. However, evidence for probiotic efficacy is mixed and varying. Some people benefit noticeably from specific probiotic strains, while others see no benefit. If interested in probiotics, choosing high-quality products with documented effective strains, like Lactobacillus and Bifidobacterium species, and consulting your healthcare provider is reasonable. Probiotics for acne-specific benefit remain researched, not definitively proven. Avoiding unnecessary antibiotics protects microbiota. When antibiotics are necessary for infection, taking them is appropriate. However, demanding antibiotics for viral infections, which antibiotics don't treat, harms your microbiota unnecessarily. Using antibiotics only when truly needed protects long-term microbiota health. Managing stress supports microbiota health. Stress promotes dysbiosis through multiple mechanisms. Implementing stress management supports both gut and skin health through this mechanism. Adequate sleep supports microbiota health and is one of the highest impact microbiota interventions available. Most microbiota disruption occurs with sleep deprivation. Prioritizing 7 to 9 hours nightly supports microbiota health. Exercise supports beneficial microbiota diversity. Regular exercise promotes beneficial bacteria growth independently of diet. This is one of the many benefits of consistent exercise. Alcohol, particularly excessive consumption, harms microbiota. While occasional moderate alcohol consumption probably has minimal microbiota effects, chronic excess consumption disrupts microbiota significantly. Smoking harms microbiota, contributing another mechanism through which smoking worsens acne. Implications for acne management. While microbiota science is still emerging, supporting gut health through diet, fiber, whole foods, limited sugar, omega-3 support, probiotics potentially, though evidence is mixed, stress management, sleep, and exercise likely support skin health through multiple mechanisms including microbiota effects. These interventions support overall health beyond just acne, making them worthwhile even though direct acne benefit is still being researched. Guide 37, Hormonal Testing, Evaluation, and When to Pursue Endocrine Assessment for Acne. For women with hormonal acne, pursuing endocrine evaluation can identify underlying hormonal imbalances enabling targeted treatment. Understanding when hormonal testing is appropriate, which tests are relevant, and how to interpret results guides effective management. Hormonal acne patterns suggest hormonal involvement warranting evaluation. Acne appearing primarily on the jawline and chin, concentrated in the lower face, often indicates hormonal acne. Acne worsening cyclically around menstrual periods strongly suggests hormonal involvement. Adult acne onset, particularly after the teenage years, is often hormonal. Including a niacinamide product in your routine might provide additional benefit alongside topical antifungals. The challenge with fungal acne is that it can recur if contributing factors aren't addressed. If you treat fungal acne successfully but then resume wearing tight synthetic clothing in a humid environment, fungal acne may recur. Long-term management might involve occasional use of topical antifungals, weekly or monthly, to prevent recurrence. If you've been treating acne without improvement for several weeks or months, ask your dermatologist about fungal acne. A simple KOH preparation takes minutes and can confirm or rule out malassezia. Don't waste time on ineffective antibacterial treatments if you have fungal acne. Appropriate antifungal treatment provides rapid improvement. Guide 25, Acne in Different Life Stages, Adolescent, adult, and menopausal acne. Acne presents differently and requires different approaches depending on life stage. Understanding age-specific acne characteristics and treatment approaches ensures appropriate management across different ages. Adolescent acne, occurring during puberty, is the most common form. Hormonal changes during puberty, particularly increased androgens, trigger increased sebum production, making adolescent acne typically more oily and comedone-prone. Adolescent acne often affects the T-zone, forehead, nose, chin, particularly heavily. Peer influence, stress about appearance, and psychological impact are often significant. Most adolescents can manage acne with topical treatments alone, though moderate to severe cases may require oral antibiotics or hormonal treatments, particularly girls. Treatment approach for adolescent acne emphasizes prevention and establishing good habits. Starting with gentle cleansing, topical treatments, and sun protection during teenage years establishes habits that persist into adulthood. Most adolescent acne improves or resolves as hormonal stability is achieved in late teens or early 20s, though some individuals continue experiencing acne into adulthood. Adult acne, occurring in adults beyond teenage years, has different characteristics. Adult acne is often more localized, jawline, chin, lower face, and frequently hormonal in nature, particularly in women. Adult acne is often more inflammatory than comedonal compared to adolescent acne. Stress, hormonal cycles, skincare product irritation, and lifestyle factors play larger roles in adult acne than in adolescent acne. Adult acne is sometimes attributed to skincare products or cosmetics, acne cosmetica. Adult women with acne often benefit from hormonal evaluation and hormonal treatments. Oral contraceptives or spironolactone can provide significant improvement. Additionally, adult women should evaluate whether acne patterns correlate with their menstrual cycle, as this suggests hormonal involvement. Adult male acne is less common than in adolescence but does occur. When it persists into adulthood, it's often quite severe and may warrant aggressive treatment including isotretinoin consideration if not responsive to standard treatments. Occupational factors sometimes contribute to adult acne. Individuals with occupations exposing them to oils, chemicals, or heat, mechanics, cooks, healthcare workers, sometimes experience acne from occupational exposure. In these cases, addressing occupational factors, protective equipment, skin cleansing protocols, helps alongside medical treatment. Menopausal acne occurs in perimenopausal and menopausal women due to hormonal fluctuations. As estrogen levels decline and the ratio of androgens to estrogen increases, acne can develop or worsen. Menopausal acne often presents as deep, cystic lesions on the lower face and chin. Hormone replacement therapy, HRT, during menopause can help manage menopausal acne, though it's a complex decision requiring discussion with your healthcare provider about overall health implications of HRT. If HRT isn't pursued, topical treatments and oral spironolactone are options for menopausal acne. Many menopausal women find that aggressive topical treatment with retinoids and benzoyl peroxide adequately controls acne. Stress management and lifestyle optimization become increasingly important during menopause. Pregnancy acne occurs in some pregnant women due to hormonal changes. Treatment options are limited during pregnancy because many acne medications are contraindicated. Isotretinoin is absolutely contraindicated due to severe teratogenic effects. Retinoids are generally avoided. Oral antibiotics like doxycycline are contraindicated. Spironolactone is contraindicated due to potential effects on male fetus development. Safe treatment options during pregnancy include topical benzoyl peroxide, topical azelaic acid, topical salicylic acid, though large-scale systemic absorption is theoretically possible with large area application, and it's best used sparingly, and possibly topical clindamycin. Most women manage pregnancy acne with these limited options, prioritizing safety. Some pregnant women actually experience improvement in acne due to pregnancy hormonal changes, while others experience worsening. Postpartum acne sometimes occurs as hormones shift again after delivery. This usually resolves within several months, though if breastfeeding is occurring, some hormonal factors may persist. Standard acne treatments are generally safe while breastfeeding, though some medications require careful consideration. Discuss specific medications with your healthcare provider if treating acne while breastfeeding. Age-related changes in acne treatment tolerance are important. Adolescent skin is generally very resilient and tolerates aggressive treatment well. Aging skin becomes more sensitive and drier, requiring gentler treatments and more aggressive moisturizing even if using the same medications. An adolescent might tolerate 2% salicylic acid daily with minimal dryness, while a 45-year-old woman with the same treatment might experience excessive dryness and irritation, necessitating reduced frequency or concentration. Transitional acne between life stages sometimes occurs. A teenager transitioning to adulthood might experience changing acne patterns. An adult woman starting hormonal contraceptive might initially experience worsening acne before improvement. A woman entering perimenopause might experience acne worsening despite previous successful acne control. These transitions require reassessment and potential treatment adjustments. Psychological impact varies with age. Adolescent acne causes significant psychological distress due to developmental sensitivity about appearance and peer dynamics. Adult acne can cause depression and anxiety, particularly if unexpected after years of clear skin. Menopausal acne can be particularly frustrating as women are simultaneously managing other menopausal symptoms. Acknowledging the psychological impact and treating acne aggressively for mental health reasons is justified. Understanding your life stage allows you to set appropriate expectations and select appropriate treatments. Adolescents should prevent lifelong acne through good habits. Adults should identify contributing factors, stress, hormones, products, specific to their life circumstances. Menopausal women should recognize acne as a normal menopausal symptom and pursue appropriate treatment. Pregnant women should prioritize safety while still treating acne to maintain mental health. Postpartum women should understand that acne often resolves as hormones stabilize. Guide 26: Post-acne skin barrier repair and restoration after aggressive treatment. After intensive acne treatment, your skin barrier often requires dedicated repair and restoration. Understanding skin barrier function, signs of barrier compromise, and recovery strategies is essential for returning to healthy, resilient skin after aggressive treatment phases. Your skin barrier, also called the stratum corneum, consists of dead skin cells, corneocytes, bound together by lipids, creating a protective wall that prevents water loss and keeps irritants and pathogens out. When functioning optimally, your barrier is resilient, hydrated, and protective. When compromised by aggressive acne treatment, the barrier becomes improvement. A woman entering perimenopause might experience acne worsening despite previous successful acne control. These transitions require reassessment and potential treatment adjustments. Psychological impact varies with age. Adolescent acne causes significant psychological distress due to developmental sensitivity about appearance and peer dynamics. Adult acne can cause depression and anxiety, particularly if unexpected after years of clear skin. Menopausal acne can be particularly frustrating as women are simultaneously managing other menopausal symptoms. Acknowledging the psychological impact and treating acne aggressively for mental health reasons is justified. Understanding your life stage allows you to set appropriate expectations and select appropriate treatments. Adolescents should prevent lifelong acne through good habits. Adults should identify contributing factors, stress, hormones, products, specific to their life circumstances. Menopausal women should recognize acne as a normal menopausal symptom and pursue appropriate treatment. Pregnant women should prioritize safety while still treating acne to maintain mental health. Postpartum women should understand that acne often resolves as hormones stabilize. Guide 26. Post-acne skin barrier repair and restoration after aggressive treatment. After intensive acne treatment, your skin barrier often requires dedicated repair and restoration. Understanding skin barrier function, signs of barrier compromise, and recovery strategies is essential for returning to healthy, resilient skin after aggressive treatment phases. Your skin barrier, also called the stratum corneum, consists of dead skin cells, corneocytes, bound together by lipids, creating a protective wall that prevents water loss and keeps irritants and pathogens out. When functioning optimally, your barrier is resilient, hydrated, and protective. When compromised by aggressive acne treatment, the barrier becomes thin, allows excessive water loss, and becomes reactive to previously tolerated products and environmental factors. Signs of barrier compromise include tightness and discomfort, increased dryness and flaking despite using moisturizer, redness or inflammation without active acne, stinging or burning when applying products previously tolerated, increased sensitivity to temperature extremes, and heightened reactivity to skin care products, developing reactions to products that previously seemed fine. Several factors compromise the skin barrier during acne treatment. Multiple chemical exfoliants, salicylic acid, glycolic acid, used simultaneously strip away protective lipids excessively. Retinoids, while beneficial, can compromise the barrier during the initial adaptation phase. Benzoyl peroxide can be somewhat drying. Hot water and harsh cleansing compromise the barrier. Excessive sun exposure damages barrier function. The cumulative effect of multiple treatments or very aggressive single treatments overwhelms the barrier's ability to maintain function. Barrier repair requires specific approaches different from standard acne skincare. The goal shifts from treating acne to restoring skin health. This recovery phase typically lasts 2 to 4 weeks but can take longer with severe barrier compromise. The first step in barrier repair is stopping all unnecessary irritants. This means discontinuing strong actives temporarily. Stop salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, and retinoids. Stop chemical exfoliants. Stop high-concentration vitamin C or other potentially irritating ingredients. Use only gentle, basic skin care during the recovery phase. Gentle cleansing becomes paramount. Use only lukewarm or cool water with a very gentle, minimal cleanser, or even just water cleansing. Avoid all manipulation or massage of the skin. Pat dry gently, don't rub. Minimize cleansing time, wash quickly and gently rather than scrubbing or massaging. Lipid-rich moisturizing is essential. Your barrier needs ceramides, cholesterol, and fatty acids. Moisturizers containing these lipids support barrier repair. Apply moisturizer to slightly damp skin immediately after cleansing to lock in hydration. Use generous amounts, don't skimp on moisturizer during barrier repair. Many people find that using moisturizer 3 to 4 times daily during barrier repair accelerates recovery compared to twice daily application. Humectant-rich products maintain skin hydration. Ingredients like hyaluronic acid, glycerin, and squalane draw water into the skin, supporting hydration during barrier repair. Many hydrating serums or essences contain these ingredients. Apply these before your moisturizer to layer hydration. Some people benefit from occlusive products during barrier repair. An occlusive final layer locks moisture into skin. Facial oils, jojoba, squalane, or balms create an occlusive layer over your moisturizer. This is particularly helpful at night when you're not exposed to environmental stressors. Centella asiatica, SICA, is a botanical ingredient that supports skin barrier repair through multiple mechanisms. It strengthens the barrier, reduces inflammation, and promotes skin resilience. Many products now contain SICA for its barrier-supportive properties. Using a SICA-containing product during barrier repair can accelerate recovery. Avoid all environmental stressors during barrier repair. Don't expose skin to extreme temperatures, hot showers, very cold weather. Use a humidifier to maintain ambient humidity, as dry air worsens barrier compromise. Avoid air conditioning when possible, it's drying, or use a humidifier to counteract its effects. Protect skin from sun exposure, wear sun protection even though you're not using UV sensitizing treatments. Avoid actives and potential irritants completely during barrier repair. This means no vitamin C, no niacinamide in high concentrations, no peptides, no strong antioxidants. Even gentle ingredients might irritate severely compromised skin. Stick to cleanse, hydrate, moisturize, protect as your only routine. Timeline for barrier recovery typically takes 2 to 4 weeks. By week 1, you should notice reduced tightness and reactivity. By week 2, increased tolerance and reduced dryness. By week 3 to 4, most barrier compromise resolves. However, severely compromised barriers might take 6 to 8 weeks for complete recovery. During barrier recovery, you can still protect your skin from future acne. Using SPF 30+ sunscreen is essential and doesn't compromise recovery. In fact, it supports it by protecting your recovering skin. Sunscreen should be your only active product during this phase. Once your barrier has recovered, you're comfortable, no longer experiencing tightness or reactivity, and your skin feels resilient again, you can gradually reintroduce active treatments. However, do so carefully and at lower concentrations and frequencies than you used before. For example, if you were using 2% salicylic acid daily before barrier compromise, restart with 0.5% salicylic acid 2 to 3 times weekly. Build up slowly. Reintroduce treatments one at a time, waiting at least 1 to 2 weeks between introducing new actives. For example, reintroduce salicylic acid first, wait 2 weeks to ensure tolerance, then introduce benzoyl peroxide if desired. This sequential approach prevents recompromising your barrier. The barrier repair phase teaches valuable lessons about acne treatment. It emphasizes that more aggressive treatment isn't always better. Often, moderate treatment applied consistently yields better long-term results than aggressive treatment causing barrier compromise requiring recovery phases. Maintaining a healthy barrier improves overall skin health and can actually improve acne outcomes by supporting skin function. Some people find that once their barrier recovers, they can maintain clear skin with gentler treatment than they used before barrier compromise. For example, someone might have needed 2% salicylic acid daily and benzoyl peroxide to control acne, but after barrier recovery and switching to gentler 0.5 to 1% salicylic acid with retinoid maintenance, their acne stays controlled. This suggests that excessive barrier compromise actually worsened acne by disrupting skin function. Prevention is better than recovery. From the start of acne treatment, use appropriate concentrations and frequencies, incorporate moisturizing and barrier support, and listen to your skin's signals. If your skin is becoming very dry, tight, or reactive, reduce treatment intensity rather than continuing and causing more barrier damage. Long-term consistency matters more than short-term intensity. Guide 27. Cosmeceuticals and advanced skincare ingredients beyond standard acne treatments. Beyond the well-established acne treatments like benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid, numerous cosmeceutical ingredients support acne treatment and skin health. Understanding these advanced ingredients allows you to optimize your acne regimen and support overall skin function. Peptides are short chains of amino acids that support skin structure and function. Some peptides have been studied for acne-supportive effects through anti-inflammatory mechanisms and barrier support. Matrixyl and similar peptides appear some experimentation, patience, and willingness to adjust based on results. Most acne responds to consistent, appropriate treatment. Your clear skin is achievable with the right approach for you specifically. The ultimate lesson: acne is treatable. Whether your path involves topical treatments, professional treatments, hormonal interventions, or isotretinoin, solutions exist for your specific acne. Finding the right approach for your individual situation, maintaining patience and consistency, and persisting through initial difficulties leads to clear, healthy skin. Your acne journey is unique, but clear skin is absolutely achievable. #20 Expert Level Skin Care and Acne Treatment Guides, Part 3. Each guide, 10 to 15 minutes reading time. Guide 31, Acne Scar Treatments, Comprehensive Guide to All Scar Types and Advanced Therapy Options. Acne scars represent permanent reminders of severe acne, but modern dermatology offers numerous treatment options that can significantly improve scarring. Understanding different scar types, appropriate treatments, realistic outcomes, and combination approaches enables you to effectively address post-acne scarring. Acne scars exist in 3 primary morphologies, each requiring different treatment approaches. Ice pick scars are deep, narrow indentations resembling puncture wounds from an ice pick. These scars have sharp edges and typically measure 1 to 4 mm in diameter but penetrate deeply into the dermis. Ice pick scars are difficult to treat because their narrow base makes many standard treatments ineffective. Boxcar scars are wider depressions with relatively flat bottoms and sharp, vertical edges. These scars typically measure 4 to 6 mm or larger in diameter. Boxcar scars appear similar to chickenpox scars. Rolling scars are shallow depressions with sloping, rounded edges creating a wave-like appearance across the skin. Rolling scars often appear worse when skin is stretched due to their tethered nature. Understanding scar depth and type guides treatment selection. Shallow scars are often more responsive to surface treatments, while deep scars require deeper penetrating treatments. Mixed scar types within the same individual require combination approaches. Prevention remains the gold standard scar treatment. Avoiding picking, squeezing, or extracting acne prevents scarring. Treating acne aggressively to minimize deep inflammation prevents scarring. For anyone prone to severe acne, considering isotretinoin to prevent scarring is appropriate if acne is severe enough to cause scarring risk. For existing scars, numerous treatments provide varying degrees of improvement. Topical treatments are largely ineffective for true scarring, as scarring involves structural collagen loss that topical products cannot reverse. However, treating associated hyperpigmentation with topical treatments makes scars less noticeable. Subcision is a minor surgical procedure particularly effective for rolling and tethered scars. A needle or small scalpel is inserted under the scar, severing fibrous tissue anchoring the scar to deeper structures. This allows the scar to elevate as new collagen forms underneath. Subcision often requires multiple treatments performed weeks apart. Results develop over months as new collagen remodels. Subcision combined with other treatments, fillers, microneedling, often provides better results than subcision alone. Microneedling creates controlled microinjuries triggering collagen production and remodeling. The skin's healing response generates new collagen, improving scar appearance. Multiple treatments, typically 3 to 6 sessions spaced 4 to 6 weeks apart, provide progressive improvement. Microneedling works for all scar types but is particularly effective for rolling and moderate boxcar scars. Post-treatment appearance includes temporary redness and microcrusting. Recovery takes 3 to 5 days for most people. Microneedling is relatively affordable compared to laser treatments and is increasingly popular for scar treatment. Radiofrequency microneedling combines microneedling with radiofrequency energy for enhanced collagen stimulation. This provides better results than standard microneedling but with more significant post-treatment appearance changes and potential side effects. Laser resurfacing removes thin layers of skin, smoothing scars and promoting collagen remodeling. Fractional laser resurfacing treats portions of skin, leaving untreated bridges for faster healing and less downtime than full resurfacing. CO2 fractional lasers are highly effective for acne scars. Multiple treatments, typically 4 to 6 sessions spaced 4 to 6 weeks apart, provide progressive improvement. Post-treatment appearance includes significant redness lasting several weeks and potential for whitening, hypopigmentation. Cost is substantial, $500 to $1,500 per treatment, but results are often dramatic. Erbium YAG fractional lasers are slightly less aggressive than CO2 lasers, with somewhat less downtime and slightly less dramatic results. For those seeking good results with less recovery time, Erbium YAG is a reasonable option. Chemical peels remove skin layers through acid application. Superficial peels with glycolic or salicylic acid remove only the superficial layer and provide minimal scar improvement. Medium-depth peels with TCA, trichloroacetic acid, penetrate deeper, removing epidermis and superficial dermis, providing better scar improvement. Medium peels require 5 to 7 days of peeling and recovery. Deep peels with phenol or high-concentration TCA penetrate most deeply but require significant recovery time and carry higher complication risks. Deep peels are rarely used for acne scars specifically, being reserved for severe aging or other conditions. Dermal fillers inject material beneath scars to elevate depressed scars temporarily. Different fillers last different durations. Hyaluronic acid fillers typically last 6 to 12 months, while longer-lasting fillers, calcium hydroxylapatite, polyl-lactic acid, last 12 to 24 months. Filler results are immediate, making this attractive for short-term improvement. However, repeated treatments are necessary to maintain results. Fillers work particularly well for ice pick and boxcar scars. Platelet-rich plasma, PRP, therapy uses concentrated growth factors from your own blood to stimulate collagen production and healing. PRP is injected into scarred areas, promoting new collagen formation. Multiple treatments are typically needed. While PRP is popular, evidence for its efficacy in acne scar treatment is mixed, and it's more commonly used as a supplement to other treatments rather than as monotherapy. Combination approaches yield best results for acne scarring. A typical combination might include subcision for tethered scars, followed by microneedling for collagen stimulation, combined with fractional laser for surface smoothing and additional collagen remodeling. This multimodal approach addresses different aspects of scarring simultaneously. Treatment planning requires professional expertise. Severe, extensive scarring warrants referral to specialized dermatologists experienced in scar revision. Your dermatologist can assess your specific scars and recommend appropriate treatments. Realistic expectations are essential. Most scars improve significantly, 50 to 75%, but are rarely completely eliminated. Severe, deep scarring might only achieve 30 to 40% improvement even with aggressive treatment. However, significant improvement is usually achievable and worthwhile. Timeline for scar improvement is measured in months and years, not weeks. After a laser treatment providing immediate dramatic improvement, additional improvement occurs over 3 to 6 months as collagen remodels. Multiple sequential treatments provide cumulative improvement over 6 to 12 months or longer. Cost is a consideration. Professional scar treatments are expensive, laser treatments $500 to $1,500 per session, multiple sessions required. Microneedling is more affordable at $200 to $400 per session. Fillers vary based on amount needed. Insurance typically doesn't cover cosmetic scar treatment. Discussing cost with your dermatologist and potentially planning treatment over time is reasonable. Home care between professional treatments supports improvement. Proper sun protection prevents hyperpigmentation that makes scars more noticeable. Hydration and appropriate skincare support skin healing. Some evidence suggests that certain topical ingredients like retinoids and vitamin C might provide modest scar improvement through collagen support, though these effects are minor compared to professional treatments. Scar appearance often improves naturally over years. Post-inflammatory changes gradually fade. Scars that seem severe initially might improve significantly over 12 to 24 months even without treatment, though active treatment accelerates improvement. Guide 32: Environmental and Occupational Factors Influencing Acne. Acne development isn't purely internal, environmental and occupational factors significantly contribute to breakouts. Understanding these external factors allows you to modify your environment and workplace practices to support. Caffeine and alcohol intake timing affects sleep quality. Caffeine consumed in the afternoon or evening disrupts sleep onset and quality. Alcohol consumption in the evening worsens sleep quality even though it might initially make you drowsy. Avoiding caffeine after 2 p.m. and limiting evening alcohol consumption improves sleep. Exercise supports both sleep quality and acne management through multiple mechanisms. Regular aerobic exercise, 30 minutes, 5 times weekly, improves sleep quality, reduces stress, regulates hormones, and improves acne. However, exercising too close to bedtime, within 3 hours, might disrupt sleep. Exercising earlier in the day optimizes both sleep and acne benefits. Sleep-specific skincare involves protective measures during sleep. Applying a heavy, occlusive moisturizer or night cream before bed protects skin during nighttime and supports barrier health. Night creams are often richer than daytime moisturizers because you don't need to worry about appearance or mattifying for makeup. Overnight hydrating masks provide intense hydration during sleep. Some people use occlusive oils, just a few drops of facial oil over moisturizer, to lock in maximum hydration overnight. Retinoid application at night leverages sleep's restorative processes. Applying retinoids in the evening, or before bed if your routine allows, means they work while your skin undergoes growth and repair during sleep. This timing often provides better results than morning retinoid application, though this varies individually. Acne spot treatments can be applied before bed to work overnight without interfering with daytime activities. Leaving benzoyl peroxide or other treatments on overnight provides extended contact time for therapeutic benefit. Silk or satin sleep masks or pillowcases are promoted for anti-aging and acne benefits. The reduced friction might slightly reduce acne, and the reduced moisture absorption compared to cotton might help slightly, but these effects are modest compared to other acne management strategies. If you like the feel of silk pillowcases and can afford them, they're worth trying, but they're not necessary for acne management. Optimizing sleep requires a multifaceted approach, maintaining 7 to 9 hours nightly, keeping consistent sleep schedules, avoiding evening screen use, limiting caffeine after 2 p.m., maintaining cool, moderate humidity bedroom, and changing pillowcases frequently. These changes take 2 to 3 weeks to impact acne, but most people notice significant improvement in acne after optimizing sleep long-term. Sleep is one of the most underrated acne management strategies. While topical treatments and professional treatments receive most attention, sleep optimization often provides dramatic acne improvement that rivals pharmaceutical treatments. Prioritizing sleep is one of the highest impact acne management strategies available. Guide 35, Water Quality, Hydration Science, and Optimal Water Intake for Clear Skin. While drink water for clear skin is commonly repeated, the mechanisms behind water's role in skin health and the specific amount of water actually needed for acne improvement are often misunderstood. Understanding water science and optimal hydration supports acne management. The myth that specific water quantities, 8 glasses daily, etc., directly treat acne is oversimplified. While adequate hydration supports overall health and skin function, consuming excessive water beyond your actual hydration needs doesn't further improve acne. However, maintaining proper hydration throughout the day supports skin health in multiple ways. Dehydration compromises skin barrier function. When your body is dehydrated, your skin compensates by producing more sebum to maintain oil barrier protection. Paradoxically, dehydrated acne-prone skin often appears oily while being dehydrated internally, creating conditions promoting acne. Proper hydration reduces this compensatory sebum production. Hydration supports skin cell function. Skin cells require water to function optimally. Proper hydration maintains cellular processes, supports detoxification, and promotes overall skin health. Dehydrated skin appears duller and is more prone to irritation and breakouts. Hydration supports immune function. Adequate hydration maintains lymphatic function and immune cell circulation, supporting your body's ability to fight acne-causing bacteria. Dehydration compromises immune function, potentially worsening acne. Hydration supports blood circulation. Well-hydrated blood flows more efficiently, delivering nutrients and oxygen to skin cells. Dehydration compromises circulation, reducing nutrient delivery to skin. Optimal daily water intake varies based on body weight, activity level, climate, and individual factors. A general guideline is 35 milliliters per kilogram of body weight daily. For a 70 kilograms person, this equals approximately 2.5 liters, about 10 glasses, daily. However, individual needs vary significantly. Thirst is a reasonable indicator of hydration needs. Drinking when thirsty and monitoring urine color. Pale yellow indicates adequate hydration, dark yellow suggests dehydration, guides appropriate intake. Individual variation in optimal water intake is substantial. Some people need 2 liters daily for optimal hydration, while others need 3 to 4 liters depending on activity and climate. Rather than following a rigid 8 glasses recommendation, assess your personal hydration status and drink accordingly. Water intake timing matters somewhat. Distributing water intake throughout the day maintains consistent hydration better than consuming large amounts at once. However, excessive water intake shortly before bed disrupts sleep through nighttime urination. Tapers off water intake 2 to 3 hours before bed to optimize sleep quality. Electrolyte balance matters for hydration beyond pure water intake. Excessive water intake without sufficient electrolyte intake, sodium, potassium, magnesium, can disrupt electrolyte balance, causing problems. Consuming electrolyte-containing beverages or foods alongside water maintains balance. However, the Western diet typically contains adequate sodium, so electrolyte concerns are minimal for most people unless they're exercising extensively or sweating significantly. Water quality affects skin and acne through multiple mechanisms. Hard water, high mineral content, leaves mineral buildup on skin, potentially irritating it and compromising cleansing efficacy. Soft water cleanses more effectively. If you have very hard water, installing a water softener or using a shower filter might help. However, evidence for hard water directly worsening acne is limited. Chlorinated water can irritate acne-prone skin. Chlorine is drying and potentially irritating. Using filtered water for cleansing if you have highly chlorinated tap water might help. However, most chlorine in tap water is minimal and unlikely to significantly impact acne. Hot water is more drying to skin than lukewarm or cool water. Cleansing with lukewarm water rather than hot water reduces water-related dryness, particularly important for acne-prone skin already potentially compromised by active treatments. Distilled water versus tap water has minimal practical difference for skin health. Distilled water is free of minerals and chlorine but also lacks beneficial minerals. Apply sunscreen after benzoyl peroxide and wait a few minutes before reapplying other products. Generally, sunscreen should be your final skincare step before makeup. If you develop a sunburn despite sunscreen use, cool compresses, hydration, and soothing products like aloe vera help. Avoid further sun exposure until healed. Severe sunburns are dangerous and should be treated seriously. However, if you're using appropriate sunscreen correctly and minimizing peak sun exposure, severe sunburns should be rare. Guide 12. Treating post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation and acne scarring. After acne heals, two primary complications can persist: post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, dark marks, and physical scarring. Understanding these conditions and the various treatment approaches available is essential for achieving truly clear skin, not just clear of active acne but also free from acne's lasting marks. Post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, PIH, appears as flat, dark patches or spots where acne was previously present. These marks result from inflammation triggering excess melanin production in healing skin. PIH is particularly common in individuals with darker skin tones and in areas that received more inflammation or trauma. Unlike active acne, PIH doesn't involve bacteria or require acne-specific treatments. It requires treatments targeting melanin and pigmentation. Understanding PIH timeline is important for realistic expectations. Most PIH gradually fades naturally over 6 to 12 months with consistent sun protection, even without treatment. However, this timeline can feel unacceptably long, motivating people to pursue active treatments. The good news is that numerous treatments significantly accelerate PIH fading. Sunscreen is the foundational PIH treatment. UV exposure directly darkens hyperpigmentation, extending the timeline for natural fading. Using SPF 30+ daily and avoiding sun exposure accelerates PIH resolution dramatically. Some PIH that might take 12 months to fade with poor sun protection might fade within 3 to 4 months with strict sun protection. Vitamin C serums brighten hyperpigmentation and even skin tone. L-ascorbic acid at 15 to 20% concentration is most effective, though magnesium ascorbyl phosphate and other stabilized forms also work. Apply vitamin C serum daily in the morning before sunscreen. Results typically appear after 4 to 8 weeks of consistent use. Vitamin C also provides antioxidant protection and stimulates collagen production as a bonus benefit. Niacinamide reduces post-inflammatory redness and even skin tone. At 4 to 5% concentration in moisturizers or serums, applied daily, niacinamide shows improvements in PIH within 4 to 8 weeks. Niacinamide is gentle, suitable for even very sensitive skin, and works well in combination with other treatments. Azelaic acid is particularly effective for PIH. At 15 to 20% concentration, applied twice daily, azelaic acid reduces melanin production and even skin tone. Prescription azelaic acid, Azalex, Phenacea, is more potent than over-the-counter versions. Many dermatologists recommend azelaic acid specifically for PIH management. Results typically appear within 4 to 8 weeks. Kojic acid inhibits melanin production. Available in serums and creams at 1 to 2% concentration, applied daily, kojic acid gradually lightens hyperpigmentation. Results take 4 to 8 weeks of consistent use. Kojic acid is generally well tolerated but can cause mild irritation in some individuals. Hydroquinone is a prescription bleaching agent highly effective for hyperpigmentation. It directly inhibits melanin production. Prescription hydroquinone typically ranges from 2 to 4% strength, applied twice daily to affected areas. Results appear within 4 to 12 weeks. However, hydroquinone should not be used continuously for more than 3 to 4 months without medical supervision, as extended use can cause paradoxical darkening or an uncommon condition called achronosis. Hydroquinone is not suitable for everyone and requires dermatologist prescription and monitoring. Chemical peels accelerate PIH resolution. Superficial peels with glycolic acid or salicylic acid remove pigmented surface skin, revealing lighter skin underneath. Monthly superficial peels combined with daily topical treatments significantly accelerate PIH fading. Medium-depth peels provide more dramatic but riskier results and are typically only performed for severe PIH. Laser treatments effectively target hyperpigmentation. Q-switched lasers are specifically designed to break up melanin pigment, with different wavelengths targeting different pigment depths. These treatments provide results in 4 to 6 sessions, sometimes fewer for responsive PIH. However, laser treatment is expensive and carries risks of complications in darker skin types. IPL, intense pulsed light, therapy also addresses pigmentation effectively. Microdermabrasion physically removes pigmented surface skin through mechanical abrasion. Performed monthly, combined with topical treatments, it accelerates PIH resolution. However, it's less powerful than laser treatments and typically requires more sessions. Combination approaches yield best results. Most dermatologists recommend combining daily topical treatments, vitamin C, azelaic acid, or hydroquinone, with monthly professional treatments, chemical peels or laser. This dual approach treats PIH from multiple angles, achieving faster, more complete resolution. Acne scarring is a more permanent complication than PIH. Scarring results from significant inflammation destroying collagen, resulting in physical indentations or elevation of the skin. There are 3 main types of acne scars: ice pick scars, deep, narrow indentations; boxcar scars, wider, flat-bottomed indentations; and rolling scars, wave-like depressions. Prevention is the most effective scar treatment. Avoiding picking, squeezing, or extracting pimples prevents scarring. Treating acne aggressively prevents deep inflammation that causes scarring. Taking acne seriously and treating it promptly prevents severe scarring. For existing scars, multiple treatment options exist, though complete elimination is often impossible. The goal is significant improvement. Topical treatments are largely ineffective for true scarring, as scarring involves structural damage that topical products can't reverse. However, improving overall skin texture and treating associated hyperpigmentation can make scars less noticeable. Subcision is a minor surgical procedure where a needle is inserted under the scar, breaking the fibrous tissue causing the depression. This allows collagen to regenerate and fill the scar. Subcision works best for rolling scars and tethered scars. Results appear gradually over 6 to 12 months as new collagen forms. Laser resurfacing removes thin layers of skin, smoothing scars. Fractional laser resurfacing is less aggressive than full resurfacing and requires less downtime. Multiple comedogenic and occlusive, clogging pores and promoting acne. Oil acne is often quite severe if exposure is chronic. Chloracne results from exposure to chlorinated hydrocarbons in chemical manufacturing. This is rare, but when occurs, is severe. Chloracne is characterized by cystic acne and systemic symptoms from toxic chemical exposure. Prevention strategies for occupational acne include wearing protective equipment, gloves, long sleeves, face protection when possible, washing thoroughly at end-of-work shifts to remove chemicals from skin, changing out of contaminated clothing immediately, using workplace-provided safety measures and equipment, discussing with employers if exposures can be reduced or if different equipment can minimize exposure. Treating occupational acne while reducing exposures through workplace modifications is important. Standard acne treatments combined with occupational hygiene improvements provide best results. Workplace legal considerations matter if acne results from unsafe occupational exposures. In some jurisdictions, occupational skin diseases are covered under workers' compensation. Documenting occupational exposure history and acne onset can establish occupational causation. Guide 57, Asian Skin, Rosacea, and Acne in East Asian Populations. East Asian skin has specific characteristics affecting acne presentation and treatment response. Understanding these characteristics improves acne management in East Asian populations. East Asian skin often has different lipid composition and barrier characteristics compared to other populations. Some evidence suggests East Asian skin has higher ceramide content but different lipid organization, affecting both barrier function and acne development. Rosacea is increasingly recognized in East Asian populations, though historically was underdiagnosed. East Asian rosacea often presents as acne-like lesions, acne rosacea, potentially confused with bacterial acne. Recognizing rosacea as distinct from acne ensures appropriate treatment selection. Sebaceous gland characteristics may differ slightly across ethnic backgrounds, though individual variation exceeds group variation. Treatment intensity might require individualization based on individual skin characteristics rather than ethnic background. Post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation is very common in East Asian skin and requires aggressive prevention and treatment. Sun protection is particularly important. PIH treatments, vitamin C, azelaic acid, hydroquinone, are particularly relevant. Barrier function support might be particularly important for East Asian skin in certain climates. Adapting treatment intensity and moisturizing based on individual response rather than population averages is most accurate approach. Guide 58, Acne in LGBTQ+ populations, hormone therapy and transition-related acne. Transgender and non-binary individuals receiving hormone therapy often experience acne changes related to hormonal transition. Understanding these changes helps manage acne during transition. Testosterone-based hormone therapy, for transmasculine individuals, typically worsens acne initially due to increased androgens. Acne often develops or significantly worsens during the first 1 to 2 years of testosterone therapy. This is particularly challenging for individuals already prone to acne. Aggressive acne prevention and treatment during testosterone initiation is important. Some individuals benefit from starting acne treatment prophylactically before or as testosterone therapy begins. Estrogen-based hormone therapy, for transfeminine individuals, typically improves acne over time as androgens are suppressed. Many trans feminine individuals experience significant acne improvement within several months to a year of estrogen therapy. This improvement can be dramatic and psychologically significant. Spironolactone, commonly used alongside estrogen therapy for anti-androgen effects, has acne-beneficial effects. The combination of spironolactone plus estrogen provides maximal acne improvement in trans feminine individuals. Timeline for hormone therapy acne effects is important to understand. Acne worsening from testosterone therapy might persist 1 to 2 years before stabilizing or improving. Setting realistic expectations prevents discouragement during this period. Psychological impact of acne during transition deserves acknowledgement. Acne during transition, when someone is often already managing significant life changes and body image adjustments, can cause additional distress. Aggressive acne management acknowledges this psychological weight. Working with dermatologists and endocrinologists familiar with transgender health improves care. Some clinicians are specifically experienced in managing acne in hormone therapy contexts. Guide 59, Acne Prevention in Acne-Prone Individuals, True Primary Prevention. True primary prevention prevents acne from developing in susceptible individuals before breakouts occur. While this doesn't apply to those already experiencing acne, understanding prevention helps younger individuals or those with family history prevent severe acne. Risk factors for developing acne include family history, strong genetic component, male sex, higher baseline androgens, and adolescent/young adult age. Individuals with all three risk factors have highest acne development risk. Primary prevention strategies include skincare routines starting in early adolescence, gentle cleansing, sun protection, use of non-comedogenic products, education about acne triggers and prevention, stress management techniques learned early, healthy diet emphasizing whole foods, adequate sleep, limiting skin trauma, not picking at skin, avoiding aggressive products. Non-comedogenic product selection starting early prevents product-induced acne. Teaching teenagers to evaluate skincare products and cosmetics prevents years of unnecessary acne from products. Early intervention at first signs of acne prevents progression to severe acne. Starting mild treatments, salicylic acid cleanser, at the very first breakout often prevents acne from worsening. This early treatment is simpler than treating established insulin surges, triggering increased sebaceous gland activity and androgen production, both of which worsen acne. Foods with high glycemic index include white bread, white rice, sugary beverages, refined cereals, and most processed snacks. Replace these with low glycemic alternatives, whole grain bread, brown rice, vegetables, legumes, and nuts. This dietary shift reduces blood sugar volatility and decreases acne-triggering hormonal responses. Dairy products, particularly milk, contain hormones and bioactive peptides that may trigger acne in susceptible individuals. Multiple studies demonstrate correlation between milk consumption and acne severity. The effect appears strongest with skim milk, likely because fat-soluble hormones are removed during processing, leaving bioactive peptides. If you consume significant dairy and struggle with acne, try reducing or eliminating dairy for 4 to 6 weeks to assess impact. Many people notice significant acne improvement after reducing dairy. If dairy doesn't appear to worsen your acne, you don't need to eliminate it. Omega-3 fatty acids reduce systemic and skin inflammation. Foods rich in omega-3s include fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, sardines, walnuts, ground flax seeds, and chia seeds. Eat omega-3 rich foods 2 to 3 times weekly or consider supplementation if dietary intake is insufficient. Studies show that increasing omega-3 intake improves acne, likely through inflammation reduction. Antioxidant-rich foods protect skin from free radical damage and reduce inflammation. Berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, dark leafy greens, spinach, kale, colorful vegetables, carrots, bell peppers, tomatoes, and dark chocolate all contain powerful antioxidants. Eating colorful foods daily provides antioxidant support. Zinc supports immune function and skin healing. Foods rich in zinc include oysters, beef, pumpkin seeds, and chickpeas. Some evidence suggests zinc supplementation improves acne, particularly in zinc-deficient individuals. Typical supplementation is 25 to 30 milligrams daily. Don't exceed this without medical guidance, as excess zinc causes nausea and copper deficiency. Vitamin D plays roles in immune function and skin health. Sunlight exposure stimulates vitamin D production, but many people don't get adequate sun exposure. Vitamin D-rich foods include fatty fish, egg yolks, and fortified milk. Some people benefit from vitamin D supplementation, particularly during winter or in northern climates. Typical supplementation is 1,000 to 2,000 IU daily. Consult your doctor about appropriate dosing. Hydration deserves emphasis. Drinking adequate water, about 8 to 10 glasses daily, more with exercise, maintains skin hydration from within, supports detoxification, and promotes overall health. Proper hydration improves skin clarity and reduces compensatory sebum overproduction from dehydration. Limiting sugar and refined carbohydrates is perhaps the single most impactful dietary change for acne. Sugar causes inflammation throughout your body, worsens acne, and accelerates aging. Reducing sugar by replacing sugary beverages with water, limiting desserts, and avoiding processed foods with hidden sugar improves acne significantly. Most people notice improvement within 2 to 4 weeks of reducing sugar. Stress is a major acne trigger. Chronic stress increases cortisol production, which increases inflammation and androgen activity. Stress also triggers immune dysfunction, promoting bacterial overgrowth. Implementing stress reduction techniques is therefore essential. Meditation, yoga, deep breathing exercises, regular exercise, and time in nature all reduce stress and cortisol levels. Exercise provides multiple acne benefits. Regular aerobic exercise, 30 minutes, 5 days weekly, reduces stress, improves circulation, regulates hormones, and promotes overall health. However, exercise-related acne can occur from sweat and friction. Shower immediately after exercising, change into clean clothes, and avoid touching your face during exercise. Despite temporary exercise-induced acne risk, the overall benefits of regular exercise substantially outweigh risks. Sleep profoundly affects skin health. During sleep, your body releases growth hormone and reduces cortisol, supporting skin repair and reducing inflammation. Poor sleep increases cortisol, promotes inflammation, disrupts hormonal balance, and worsens acne. Consistently getting 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep significantly improves acne. Implement good sleep hygiene, maintain consistent sleep schedules, avoid screens an hour before bed, keep your bedroom cool and dark, and limit caffeine in the afternoon. Alcohol consumption worsens acne through multiple mechanisms. Alcohol increases inflammation, disrupts gut health, which influences skin and dehydrates skin. If you drink alcohol, do so moderately and ensure adequate hydration. Heavy alcohol consumption noticeably worsens acne in most people. Smoking impairs skin healing, increases inflammation, and worsens acne. Smokers typically have worse acne than non-smokers. Quitting smoking improves acne and overall health dramatically. Gut health increasingly appears important for skin health. Poor gut microbiota diversity, gut inflammation, and increased intestinal permeability, leaky gut, correlate with acne. Eating fermented foods, yogurt, kimchi, sauerkraut, fiber-rich foods, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, and possibly taking probiotic supplements supports healthy gut microbiota. While gut acne connections are still being researched, the evidence suggests supporting gut health helps skin. Hormonal regulation through lifestyle is important, particularly for women with hormonal acne. Regular exercise, stress reduction, adequate sleep, and healthy diet all support hormonal balance. For women with PCOS or obvious hormonal acne, these lifestyle factors may reduce symptoms enough to minimize or eliminate the need for systemic medications like spironolactone or oral contraceptives. Important perspective: diet and lifestyle changes typically take 4 to 8 weeks to demonstrate skin effects. Don't expect immediate results. However, after 8 to 12 weeks of consistent dietary and lifestyle improvements, most people notice significant acne improvement. These changes provide benefits beyond acne: improved energy, better sleep, improved digestion, and overall better health. Guide 15: Professional dermatological treatments, chemical peels, laser therapy, and advanced technologies. Professional dermatological treatments provide powerful acne management beyond what home skincare achieves. Understanding various professional treatments, their mechanisms, appropriate candidates, and realistic expectations helps you make informed decisions about whether professional treatment is right for you. Chemical peels use acids to remove skin layers, treating acne, scarring, and texture issues. Superficial peels penetrate only the outermost skin layer and are the mildest type. These use low-concentration acids, 15 to 30% salicylic acid or glycolic acid, and require minimal recoveries. Manage this by stopping all actives temporarily and using only gentle cleanser, hydrating moisturizer, and sunscreen for 1 to 2 weeks. Allow your skin barrier to repair. Then gradually reintroduce treatments at lower concentrations and frequencies. Building tolerance to treatments requires patience and gradual progression. Start conservatively and increase gradually. This approach takes longer initially but leads to better long-term outcomes than aggressive starting that causes severe side effects and treatment discontinuation. Remember that slow, consistent progress is preferable to fast progress interrupted by side effects forcing you to quit. Guide 19: The Complete Long-Term Acne Maintenance and Prevention Plan. Once you've achieved clear skin, the challenge becomes maintaining clarity. Many people achieve clear skin only to abandon their routines, resulting in acne recurrence. Understanding long-term maintenance prevents this cycle and keeps your skin clear indefinitely. Continue your core routine indefinitely. The Cleanse, Treat, Moisturize, Protect routine that cleared your acne remains essential for maintaining clear skin. Don't abandon these steps thinking they're only necessary while acne is active. Your skin's tendencies haven't changed. Stopping treatment allows acne to return. Identify which specific treatments worked for you and continue them. If salicylic acid was crucial to your success, continue using it at maintenance levels, perhaps 2 to 3 times weekly instead of daily. If retinoids were essential, continue them nightly or at whatever frequency you use successfully. If benzoyl peroxide was key, continue it. Maintenance doesn't require the aggressive frequency you may have used during active acne treatment, but it requires continuing the treatments that worked. Simplify your routine for maintenance if desired. During active acne treatment, you might use multiple actives, but once clear, you can often maintain clarity with fewer products. For example, you might maintain clear skin using just retinoid at night and benzoyl peroxide spot treatments as needed, dropping the salicylic acid cleanser you used initially. Experiment to find the minimum effective routine for your skin. Monitor your skin monthly for early signs of breakout. Catching pimples at the very first sign and treating them aggressively prevents them from developing fully. Many people can prevent significant breakouts through early intervention with spot treatments when they notice the first small bumps. Keep your skincare routine on hand. Never run out of your essential treatments. Having spare bottles ensures you never skip treatments due to product unavailability. Some people order backup products when their current product is half empty, ensuring continuity. Identify your acne triggers through your skincare journal. Did acne worsen during stressful periods? After consuming certain foods? During certain times of your menstrual cycle? After skipping your routine? After trying new products? Understanding your personal triggers allows you to implement preventative strategies. If you identify stress as a trigger, prioritize stress management. If certain foods worsen acne, avoid them. If hormonal cycling causes breakouts, prepare in advance with more aggressive treatment during high-risk times. Seasonal adjustments may be necessary. Some people experience worse acne in summer, increased heat, humidity, sun exposure, or winter, dry air, heating systems. Adjust your routine seasonally, perhaps more frequent use of oil control treatments in summer, more aggressive moisturizing in winter. This flexibility maintains clear skin year-round. Maintain the lifestyle habits that support clear skin. Continue stress management, adequate sleep, regular exercise, healthy diet, and hydration. Don't revert to poor habits thinking your clear skin is permanent and won't be affected. Lifestyle factors remain important indefinitely. Schedule regular dermatology visits even after achieving clear skin. Annual checkups allow your dermatologist to assess your maintenance routine, adjust treatment if necessary, and catch any skin concerns early. Regular professional oversight prevents complications and ensures your long-term skin health. Handle occasional breakouts strategically. Everyone experiences occasional breakouts despite perfect routines, a particularly stressful period, new product irritation, or unknown trigger can cause isolated pimples. Treat these immediately with appropriate spot treatments. Don't allow occasional breakouts to discourage you into abandoning your routine. If you notice increasing breakouts despite consistent routine, assess what has changed. New products? Increased stress? Dietary changes? Hormonal changes. Identifying changes allows you to troubleshoot. Sometimes a simple adjustment, returning to a previous moisturizer, increasing stress management, or addressing dietary changes, restores clarity. For women, track your menstrual cycle and acne patterns indefinitely. If hormonal patterns are evident, you can prepare in advance during high-risk times with more aggressive treatment or preventative actions. Update your routine periodically based on new information. Skincare science evolves, new evidence-based ingredients and treatments emerge. While your core routine remains consistent, you might incorporate new additions. For example, if you weren't using sunscreen consistently but learn about new photostable sunscreen formulations, adding a good sunscreen enhances your results. However, don't constantly change your routine chasing new trends. Consistency matters far more than having the newest products. Have a plan if major breakout recurs. If despite your best efforts you experience significant acne recurrence, don't panic or feel you've failed. Contact your dermatologist to identify what changed and resume professional treatment if necessary. Sometimes life circumstances, severe stress, hormonal changes, medications, require adjusting your treatment approach. Your dermatologist can help. Celebrate achieving clear skin. Reaching this point likely required significant effort and patience. Recognize the achievement and the work that got you there. This perspective helps maintain motivation for long-term maintenance. Guide 20. Integrating all components, your complete personalized acne treatment and maintenance blueprint. After understanding individual components of acne treatment, integrating them into a comprehensive, personalized blueprint is essential. No single treatment works for everyone. Your specific acne type, skin characteristics, and lifestyle factors should guide your approach. Step 1. Accurately identify your acne type. Do you have comedonal acne, blackheads and whiteheads? Inflammatory acne, red pimples? Hormonal acne, deep cystic lesions around your jawline during specific times? Severe acne involving all types? Your acne type guides treatment selection. Comedonal acne responds best to salicylic acid exfoliation. Inflammatory acne responds best to benzoyl peroxide. Hormonal acne often requires systemic hormonal treatment. Severe mixed acne usually requires combination treatments and potentially professional intervention. Step 2. Assess acne severity. Mild acne, fewer than 20 comedones, fewer than 15 inflammatory lesions, no nodulocystic lesions, often responds adequately to topical treatments alone. Moderate acne, 20 to 100 comedones, 15 to 50 inflammatory lesions, no nodulocystic lesions, typically requires combination topical treatments, possibly with professional treatments. Severe acne, extensive lesions, numerous nodulocystic lesions, usually requires systemic treatment including oral antibiotics, hormonal treatments, or potentially isotretinoin. Step 3. Consider your lifestyle factors. Are you comfortable with multiple daily skincare steps? Can you prioritize sleep and stress management? Will you maintain consistency? These practical factors determine whether complex multi-step routines are realistic for you. Some people thrive with detailed routines, others do better with simplified approaches. Step 4. Design your core routine. Everyone benefits from a consistent cleanse, treat, moisturize, protect routine. Select specific products for each step based on your acne type. For comedonal acne, use a gentle cleanser, apply salicylic acid treatment, use a non-comedogenic moisturizer, apply sunscreen. For inflammatory acne, use a gentle cleanser, apply benzoyl peroxide treatment, use a moisturizer, apply sunscreen. For mixed or severe acne, consider consulting a dermatologist for prescription treatments. Step 5. Start conservatively with treatments. Begin with a salicylic acid formulations meant to be applied to specific areas or the entire face, typically 2 to 3 times weekly. They're left on the skin and provide significant exfoliation. These are powerful products best used by those with resilient, acne-prone skin who have already adapted to gentler salicylic acid products. Spot treatments apply high concentrations of salicylic acid directly to individual breakouts for targeted treatment. These are excellent for treating isolated pimples without exfoliating your entire face. Starting with salicylic acid requires a conservative approach. If you've never used it before, begin with a 0.5% cleanser or 1% toner used 2 to 3 times weekly. Use it for 2 to 3 weeks, assessing your skin's response. If your skin tolerates it well without excessive irritation, dryness, or sensitivity, you can increase frequency to daily use or switch to a higher concentration product. When applying salicylic acid toners or serums, use clean fingertips or a cotton pad to apply evenly across your face, focusing on areas prone to acne. Use about a nickel-sized amount for your entire face. Apply to completely dry skin. Applying to damp skin increases irritation. Allow the product to dry completely before applying other products. Some salicylic acid products are meant to stay on your skin indefinitely, while others are meant to be rinsed off after a specific time. Read instructions carefully. Common mistakes when using salicylic acid include starting with too high a concentration, using it too frequently, combining it with too many other actives, and failing to moisturize adequately afterward. Starting with 2% and using it daily will almost certainly cause excessive irritation, dryness, and peeling. You're much better served starting gently and gradually increasing. Never combine salicylic acid with benzoyl peroxide on the same evening initially. Both are exfoliating actives that can cause significant irritation if used together by someone whose skin isn't accustomed to strong treatments. Once your skin has adapted to each individually, you might combine them cautiously, but build up to this gradually. Salicylic acid makes your skin more sun-sensitive, not severely, but notably. Always use SPF 30+ sunscreen daily when using salicylic acid. This is not optional. Sun exposure can cause post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation in acne-prone skin, and salicylic acid increases this risk. Side effects of salicylic acid are generally mild and resolve with time or reduced usage. Dryness is common, particularly if you're using higher concentrations or frequent applications. Combat dryness by using a good hydrating moisturizer immediately after applying salicylic acid. Mild peeling is normal and actually desirable. It indicates exfoliation is occurring. However, severe peeling suggests you're using too much. Slight irritation and redness may occur initially but typically resolve within 1 to 2 weeks. Some people experience temporary worsening of acne as impurities are brought to the surface, but this purging phase is usually short-lived. Results from salicylic acid appear gradually. After 2 weeks of consistent use, you might notice smoother texture. After 4 weeks, you should see reduced comedones and fewer new breakouts. Most people see significant improvement after 6 to 8 weeks of consistent use. However, salicylic acid works best for comedonal acne, blackheads and whiteheads, and mild inflammatory acne. For severe inflammatory or cystic acne, combining salicylic acid with other treatments like benzoyl peroxide or prescription retinoids is often necessary. Salicylic acid is safe for long-term use. Many people successfully maintain clear skin using salicylic acid indefinitely as their primary exfoliation and treatment method. However, occasionally, skin can become desensitized to salicylic acid if used continuously for extended periods. If you notice that salicylic acid that previously worked well seems less effective, take a 1 to 2 week break, then resume using it. This often restores its effectiveness. Alternatively, you can rotate between salicylic acid and other exfoliants like glycolic acid to prevent desensitization. Guide 5. Benzoyl peroxide, Comprehensive Guide to Bacterial Killing and Inflammatory Acne Treatment. Benzoyl peroxide is one of the most effective and widely recommended acne treatments by dermatologists. Unlike salicylic acid, which primarily removes dead skin cells and excess oil, benzoyl peroxide specifically targets the acne-causing bacterium Cutibacterium acnes. Understanding benzoyl peroxide's mechanism, concentrations, and proper application is crucial for maximizing its effectiveness while minimizing side effects. Benzoyl peroxide works through a unique mechanism. It generates reactive oxygen species that directly kill bacteria. This is fundamentally different from antibiotics, which the bacteria can develop resistance to. Bacteria cannot develop resistance to benzoyl peroxide because it works through oxidative stress rather than targeting specific bacterial proteins. This makes benzoyl peroxide an invaluable tool in acne treatment, particularly since antibiotic resistance is an increasingly serious problem in dermatology. Beyond bacterial killing, benzoyl peroxide has anti-inflammatory effects, helping reduce the redness and swelling associated with inflammatory acne. It also has mild sebum-reducing properties and may help with some degree of comedone reduction, though it's less effective for this than salicylic acid. Benzoyl peroxide comes in concentrations ranging from 2.5% to 10%, with some over-the-counter products going up to 10% and prescription-strength versions available at higher concentrations. Interestingly, studies show that 2.5% benzoyl peroxide is roughly equivalent in effectiveness to 10% benzoyl peroxide. The higher concentration doesn't necessarily mean better results. It primarily means more potential for irritation. Therefore, it's prudent to start with 2.5% and only increase concentration if needed. Benzoyl peroxide comes in multiple product formats. Cleansers containing 2.5 to 5% benzoyl peroxide gently incorporate this ingredient into your daily cleansing routine. These are appropriate for maintenance or mild acne. Spot treatments allow you to apply high concentrations directly to individual pimples. Serums or leave-on treatments apply benzoyl peroxide across your entire face and are left on the skin. These can be used daily or as directed. Gels and creams are thicker formulations that may have different absorption characteristics depending on your skin type. Starting with benzoyl peroxide requires similar caution as salicylic acid. If you're new to benzoyl peroxide, begin with a 2.5% product, ideally in a cleanser format or spot treatment, used once daily. Most people find evening application easier than morning application since benzoyl peroxide doesn't require sun protection and can be easily washed off in the morning. After 1 to 2 weeks, assess your skin's tolerance. If you're experiencing mild irritation or dryness but your acne is improving, continue. After 2 to 3 weeks, if your skin tolerates the product well, you can increase frequency to twice daily or increase the concentration to 5%. Application technique is critical. Apply benzoyl peroxide to completely clean, completely dry skin. This is more important with benzoyl peroxide than with most other products. If your skin is even slightly damp, benzoyl peroxide will irritate more readily. Allow your cleanser to fully absorb and dry, then apply benzoyl peroxide. Use a small amount, about the size of a pea for your entire face if using a leave-on product, or a slightly larger amount for spot treatment. Apply gently, allowing the product to absorb fully before applying other products. Benzoyl peroxide has a particular drawback: it bleaches fabrics and hair. If you apply it to your face, it can bleach your pillowcase, bedding, towels, and hair. Many people apply benzoyl peroxide in the evening and wash it off in the morning with their cleanser to avoid this issue. If you apply it in the morning, be extremely careful not to get it on your hair, eyebrows, or any colored clothing. Some people apply it as a spot treatment right before bed, allowing it to work overnight before being washed off in the morning. If bleaching is a concern, you might prefer using benzoyl peroxide in a wash-off cleanser format where the contact time is brief. Side effects of benzoyl peroxide are generally more significant than salicylic acid. Dryness is very common, particularly with higher concentrations or frequent applications. Combat this by using an excellent moisturizer after applying benzoyl peroxide. Some people find that benzoyl peroxide dries their skin excessively even at 2.5% concentration. If this is you, try reducing frequency to every other day or using it only as a spot treatment. Irritation and redness are common, particularly when starting benzoyl peroxide or when increasing concentration. This irritation is usually temporary and subsides within 1 to 2 weeks as your skin adapts. However, if you experience severe irritation, dermatitis, or reactions, discontinue use and consult a dermatologist. Contact dermatitis to benzoyl peroxide, while rare, does occur. If you develop an itchy rash that doesn't improve with reduced frequency, you may be allergic. Discontinue use and inform your dermatologist. Many people experience acne purging when starting benzoyl peroxide, temporary worsening of acne as bacteria die off and impurities are brought to the surface. This purging typically lasts 1 to 2 weeks. If purging lasts longer, consult your dermatologist. Photosensitivity is not a significant issue with benzoyl peroxide like it is with some other acne treatments, but you should still use sunscreen daily for general skin protection. Benzoyl peroxide is particularly effective for inflammatory papules and pustules, the classic red pimples with white centers. It's less effective for comedonal acne, blackheads and whiteheads, where salicylic acid is superior. Many dermatologists recommend combining benzoyl peroxide with salicylic acid for comprehensive acne treatment. Use salicylic acid to address comedones and exfoliate, and benzoyl peroxide to kill bacteria and reduce inflammation. Results from benzoyl peroxide appear relatively quickly. Many people use ketoconazole shampoo on body areas, lathering and leaving it on for 5 to 10 minutes before rinsing. Ketoconazole is gentle and suitable for frequent use. Zinc pyrithione is another topical antifungal commonly found in anti-dandruff shampoos. At 1 to 2% concentration, applied daily, it reduces malassezia and can improve fungal acne. Like ketoconazole, it's gentle and suitable for long-term use. Selenium sulfide is a strong topical antifungal traditionally used for fungal skin conditions. At 2.5% concentration, available by prescription, applied daily, selenium sulfide effectively treats fungal acne. However, some people find it irritating or have sensitivity, limiting its use in some cases. For extensive fungal acne or fungal acne resistant to topical antifungals, oral antifungals may be necessary. Fluconazole is a systemic antifungal taken orally. Typical dosing for fungal acne is 50 to 100 mg daily for 2 to 4 weeks, or alternatively, 200 mg weekly for several weeks. Oral fluconazole effectively treats extensive fungal acne and reaches areas topical antifungals cannot. However, oral antifungals can have side effects and require more medical supervision than topicals. Itraconazole is another systemic antifungal option, sometimes used as an alternative to fluconazole. Dosing and duration vary based on specific protocols and severity. Additional strategies for fungal acne management include addressing contributing factors. Wear breathable, moisture-wicking clothing. Shower promptly after sweating. Keep skin clean and dry. Use gentle, minimal skin care. Avoid heavy oils and occlusive moisturizers. Live and dry environments when possible or use a dehumidifier. These environmental modifications reduce conditions favoring yeast overgrowth. Niacinamide may provide supplementary benefit for fungal acne, as it has mild antifungal properties and reduces sebum production. Including a niacinamide product in your routine might provide additional benefit alongside topical antifungals. The challenge with fungal acne is that it can recur if contributing factors aren't addressed. If you treat fungal acne successfully but then resume wearing tight synthetic clothing in a humid environment, fungal acne may recur. Long-term management might involve occasional use of topical antifungals, weekly or monthly, to prevent recurrence. If you've been treating acne without improvement for several weeks or months, ask your dermatologist about fungal acne. A simple KOH preparation takes minutes and can confirm or rule out malassezia. Don't waste time on ineffective antibacterial treatments if you have fungal acne. Appropriate antifungal treatment provides rapid improvement. Guide 25, Acne in Different Life Stages, Adolescent, Adult, and Menopausal Acne. Acne presents differently and requires different approaches depending on life stage. Understanding age-specific acne characteristics and treatment approaches ensures appropriate management across different ages. Adolescent acne, occurring during puberty, is the most common form. Hormonal changes during puberty, particularly increased androgens, trigger increased sebum production, making adolescent acne typically more oily and comedone-prone. Adolescent acne often affects the T-zone, forehead, nose, chin, particularly heavily. Peer influence, stress about appearance, and psychological impact are often significant. Most adolescents can manage acne with topical treatments alone, though moderate to severe cases may require oral antibiotics or hormonal treatments, particularly girls. Treatment approach for adolescent acne emphasizes prevention and establishing good habits. Starting with gentle cleansing, topical treatments, and sun protection during teenage years establishes habits that persist into adulthood. Most adolescent acne improves or resolves as hormonal stability is achieved in late teens or early 20s, though some individuals continue experiencing acne into adulthood. Adult acne, occurring in adults beyond teenage years, has different characteristics. Adult acne is often more localized, jawline, chin, lower face, and frequently hormonal in nature, particularly in women. Adult acne is often more inflammatory than comedonal compared to adolescent acne. Stress, hormonal cycles, skincare product irritation, and lifestyle factors play larger roles in adult acne than in adolescent acne. Adult acne is sometimes attributed to skincare products or cosmetics, acne cosmetica. Adult women with acne often benefit from hormonal evaluation and hormonal treatments. Oral contraceptives or spironolactone can provide significant improvement. Additionally, adult women should evaluate whether acne patterns correlate with their menstrual cycle, as this suggests hormonal involvement. Adult male acne is less common than in adolescence but does occur. When it persists into adulthood, it's often quite severe and may warrant aggressive treatment including isotretinoin consideration if not responsive to standard treatments. Occupational factors sometimes contribute to adult acne. Individuals with occupations exposing them to oils, chemicals, or heat, mechanics, cooks, healthcare workers, sometimes experience acne from occupational exposure. In these cases, addressing occupational factors, protective equipment, skin cleansing protocols, helps alongside medical treatment. Menopausal acne occurs in perimenopausal and menopausal women due to hormonal fluctuations. As estrogen levels decline and the ratio of androgens to estrogen increases, acne can develop or worsen. Menopausal acne often presents as deep, cystic lesions on the lower face and chin. Hormone replacement therapy, HRT, during menopause can help manage menopausal acne, though it's a complex decision requiring discussion with your healthcare provider about overall health implications of HRT. If HRT isn't pursued, topical treatments and oral spironolactone are options for menopausal acne. Many menopausal women find that aggressive topical treatment with retinoids and benzoyl peroxide adequately controls acne. Stress management and lifestyle optimization become increasingly important during menopause. Pregnancy acne occurs in some pregnant women due to hormonal changes. Treatment options are limited during pregnancy because many acne medications are contraindicated. Isotretinoin is absolutely contraindicated due to severe teratogenic effects. Retinoids are generally avoided. Oral antibiotics like doxycycline are contraindicated. Spironolactone is contraindicated due to potential effects on male fetus development. Safe treatment options during pregnancy include topical benzoyl peroxide, topical azelaic acid, topical salicylic acid, though large-scale systemic absorption is theoretically possible with large area application, and it's best used sparingly, and possibly topical clindamycin. Most women manage pregnancy acne with these limited options, prioritizing safety. Some pregnant women actually experience improvement in acne due to pregnancy hormonal changes, while others experience worsening. Postpartum acne sometimes occurs as hormones shift again after delivery. This usually resolves within several months, though if breastfeeding is occurring, some hormonal factors may persist. Standard acne treatments are generally safe while breastfeeding, though some medications require careful consideration. Discuss specific medications with your healthcare provider if treating acne while breastfeeding. Age-related changes in acne treatment tolerance are important. Adolescent skin is generally very resilient and tolerates aggressive treatment well. Aging skin becomes more sensitive and drier, requiring gentler treatments and more aggressive moisturizing even if using the same medications. An adolescent might tolerate 2% salicylic acid daily with minimal dryness, while a 45-year-old woman with the same treatment might experience excessive dryness and irritation, necessitating reduced frequency or concentration. Transitional acne between life stages sometimes occurs. A teenager transitioning to adulthood might experience changing acne patterns. An adult woman starting hormonal contraceptive might initially experience worsening acne before. Appearance-related anxiety helps reframe negative thoughts about acne, reducing anxiety and depression related to appearance. Specialized dermatology (CBT) combines skin condition understanding with psychological techniques for optimal outcomes. Acceptance and commitment therapy (ACT) helps people accept current skin status while committing to valued activities despite appearance concerns. This approach reduces appearance-focused anxiety while maintaining motivation for treatment. Body image work addressing distorted thinking about appearance supports mental health alongside medical treatment. Body dysmorphic disorder screening is important for those with disproportionate appearance distress. Mindfulness practices reduce appearance-focused anxiety and rumination, supporting mental health during treatment. Dermatology apps using AI analyze skin photos to assess acne severity, identify acne types, and recommend treatments. While some apps show reasonable accuracy for basic assessments, they can't match professional dermatologists for complex cases. These apps serve best as supplements to professional care rather than replacements. Accuracy of AI skin analysis varies. Higher quality apps with larger training datasets and professional validation generally perform better than those lacking proper development. However, all AI assessments have limitations and should be verified by professionals. Personalization algorithms use your skin characteristics, responses to past treatments, and various data points to recommend optimized treatment approaches. As these systems improve and accumulate more treatment outcome data, personalization effectiveness likely improves. Currently, these tools remain supplements to professional judgment rather than replacements. Telemedicine AI-assisted dermatology allows remote consultations where AI supplements the dermatologist's assessment. This can improve access to dermatology for people without nearby specialists. Privacy considerations are important with AI skincare apps. Your skin data is sensitive. Understanding how your data is used and stored matters when choosing AI tools. Guide 44: Peptide Therapies and Bioidentical Hormone Treatments. Advanced peptide therapies and bioidentical hormone treatments represent frontier approaches for acne management. Understanding these options helps you discuss them with your healthcare provider. Specific peptides stimulate collagen production and support skin barrier healing. For acne management, peptides primarily support post-acne recovery and scar treatment rather than treating active acne directly. Peptides appear in many premium skincare products. Bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, BHRT, uses hormones chemically identical to your body's natural hormones. For hormonal acne, bioidentical estrogen and progesterone might theoretically provide benefits similar to synthetic hormones in oral contraceptives with theoretically better tolerability. However, evidence for BHRT's superiority for hormonal acne is limited. Additionally, BHRT is more expensive and requires more individualized monitoring than standard hormonal contraceptives. Compounded bioidentical hormone prescriptions allow customization of hormone dosing and ratios. For severe hormonal acne, compounded BHRT might be appropriate, though professional oversight is essential. Guide 45. Nanotechnology in acne treatment. Nanotechnology enables delivery of active ingredients at microscopic scale for potentially enhanced effectiveness. Understanding nanodelivery systems helps you evaluate next-generation acne products. Liposomal formulations encapsulate active ingredients in microscopic lipid spheres, enabling enhanced penetration and stability. Liposomal retinol or liposomal benzoyl peroxide potentially provide enhanced effectiveness with reduced irritation through optimized delivery. Products using liposomal technology are increasingly available commercially. Nanoparticles of active ingredients increase surface area and bioavailability, potentially enhancing effectiveness. Nano-sized acne actives are being researched for enhanced skin penetration and efficacy. Sustained-release nanotechnology enables gradual release of actives over extended periods, potentially maintaining consistent therapeutic levels with less frequent application. Guide 46. Environmental and climate adaptation strategies for acne. Acne management must adapt to different climates and environmental conditions. Understanding climate-specific strategies optimizes treatment across varying conditions. Tropical climates with heat and humidity increase sebum production and bacterial growth. Strategies include more frequent cleansing, lighter formulations, focus on oil control, increased sun protection. Sun worsens heat-related acne, air conditioning when possible, and increased frequency of active acne treatments. Guide 50. Acne success stories, effective patterns, and realistic timelines for clear skin. Examining successful acne treatment patterns and realistic timelines helps set expectations and maintain motivation during treatment journeys. Most people achieve significant acne improvement, 70 to 80% clearing, within 12 weeks with appropriate treatment. Complete clearance often takes 4 to 6 months. Severe acne or scarring might require 6 to 12 months or longer. Successful patterns often involve early professional intervention for moderate-severe acne, combination approaches addressing multiple acne factors, consistent routine adherence, lifestyle optimization alongside treatments, patience through initial adaptation phases, and adjustment of treatments based on response. Common obstacles